Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. I'm making this video because the Shopify store is pretty much at this point complete. Now, the reason why I say pretty much is because, as you guys know, for every Shopify store to be successful, you have to have the store side completed, and then you have to have the off-site side completed, which is, in this case, advertising. We have our blog outside of it, so I'll just go ahead and pull that up real quick. We have our blog here. This is outside of the actual Shopify store. We have over 60 different articles on this website. So this website is organic written blog posts that will be taken or funneling readers into our Shopify store. That is the organic side of things. We also are going to have paid advertising running to the Shopify store. And what I'm going to be sharing with you guys is the best Shopify print-on-demand theme currently. There's many good ones, very, very good ones. In fact, some I won't be talking about in this video. I'll probably make a separate video in the future, but I'll be showing you kind of everything that's been built so far. And let's go ahead and get into it. So, firstly, for those who want to know, I am using the Nismo Shopify theme. I'll be showing you all the features within it. I'll be breaking down why, from a psychological consumer perspective, why it's actually built to improve conversion rates, optimize conversion rates, and at the end of the day, help your sales grow essentially through an ad by achieving higher conversion rates. And if you guys want to go ahead and grab it, I'll leave the link in the description. It's called the Nismo Shopify theme, and obviously, you guys can use my discount code called Autopilot100. As you guys know, I am heavily involved in the building of this theme. Autopilot100. It'll give you $100 off to anybody who's watching this. So if you click order now, you go over here, you type in Autopilot100, you hit apply code, okay, it's going to take $100 discount off, you pay, and then it's going to take you to the documentation and such. If you've been watching our Shopify playlist, you really don't need to read the documentation. If you've ever designed a Shopify store, you probably don't even need the documentation then, but it's very, very simple, very self-explanatory, and I'll kind of get into it. So, last time you guys saw this, you guys did not see some of the art here. You may or may have not seen some of this. You haven't definitely not seen the pop-up. You haven't seen this lookbook. There's a few things that are going on here. So if you want to kind of dive deep and create something like this, I actually have to remove this. I'll show you kind of how to get in here. So this is the theme. The theme is taken care of. All the different visual aspects are created. I do have to remove this because I'm not going to be using it. So this banner with the text, I'll just go ahead and remove it. We did have a logo. We have mega menus. We have a pop-up, okay? So the pop-up is a coupon code pop-up, okay? So this is a coupon code pop-up. There's so many different, once again, features to this theme, so I'll try to run through some of the psychological, cognitive biases that humans have and how you can actually sell. Now, you guys are listening to me and you're probably saying, what the hell is he talking about? Human cognitive psychological bias. What is he talking about, right? Okay. There are ways that human beings think, okay, that where you can essentially play with the human triggers of the brain. I'll give you an example. If I have a product that I'm trying to sell and it becomes scarce, effectively, it instantly becomes more valuable. I'll give you an example. During COVID, okay, people heard that the world was getting locked up. What happened? People rummaged through the grocery stores. They bought anything and everything they can buy. Only because, once again, COVID-19 happened and people heard that there were lockdowns. So they would buy essentially anything that they probably could, and grocery stores were pretty much empty, not because of supply chains, but because literally everybody tried to buy everything that they possibly could. That's an example of products becoming more scarce due to an element of time. In your website, you have elements where you can control cognitive biases, things about how human beings think. I'll give you an example. The first point of contact most times when people come to this website and purchase a product, what are they going to do? They're going to see an ad, okay? And the ad is typically going to have two features in it. It's going to have scarcity and incentivization. These are the two cognitive biases that are arguably one of the most powerful ones of the group. There's over 67 in the human brain. I mean, many more. But scientists really harped on 29 of them. The first two, like I said, incentivization and scarcity, are arguably the most valuable when it comes down to e-commerce. If a consumer is interested in your product and you add scarcity and you add incentivization, then you are increasing your chances dramatically to get a conversion. Now, let me kind of explain how the logic works. Now, once again, guys, you have to put yourself in a consumer's shoes before you enter this world of Shopify, enter the world of e-commerce. I am not a celebrity. I'm not Kim Kardashian. I'm not Elon Musk. I have no rapport with the people who are going to buy these products. And what these products are simply print-on-demand posters. That's all they are, right? And I have no following that I'm going to sell this to. Therefore, I'm starting from scratch. The people who I'm going to sell this to really don't know me from a can of paint. So what I do is I create an ad, and I'm going to create an ad that will simulate scarcity, meaning less of, and simulate incentivization. How do I do that? I'll give some sort of offer or some sort of discount in the ad, and I'll also simulate scarcity, meaning less of. I'll say, stock is limited, for example. Now, what happens is there is something called corresponding bias, also known as correlation bias. When people come to the website, everything that they've once learned has to be now confirmed true in order for those two previous biases to work. Remember, incentivization and scarcity, okay? So when they come to my website, there has to be things that signal to them, right? Scarcity, firstly. They're already interested in the products that I have to offer. If they weren't, they would have never clicked the ad in the first place, and frankly, then they wouldn't have mattered to my business. Does that make sense? So a lot of people can know how to run ads and know how to get clicks, but they don't know how to get sales. This is one of the things. So the first thing that they'll visit is most likely they're going to visit a product page. So if I run an ad on this wolf poster targeting people who like wolves and also happen to buy posters, which is what I can do on Facebook, okay? And we're running Facebook ads as an example. If you look here, okay, the product is already interesting. They know what product they are looking at. The ad would be on a product like this. It would take them to this page. Now remember, what are the two main cognitive biases that get people to move on something they're interested in? Scarcity and incentivization. What is the third most beneficial cognitive bias that enters this play? Social proof. That's the third. What does social proof build on? It builds on trust when the first two are brought up. See, this is a psychological game. A lot of people are not going to teach it to you like this. But anyways, so once again, I'm a consumer. I've seen an ad. I know that there's limited products, or what I assume is limited products based on the text given, and I know that there's some sort of bonus, incentivization, or offer, okay? The first thing is I see a little pop-up that catches my attention. So it'll say certain names from certain locations, and it'll say, so-and-so purchased a product. This little pop-up is not a real pop-up. If you go over here to your settings within the theme and you click fake order, you can select what kind of products you select, type in information, and these little pop-ups emerge. And in a consumer's mind, people think that this is actually actively happening. Now, people like me and you who've been around a few e-commerce stores, we built a few e-commerce stores, we know what we're doing, we've seen different features like this across other stores, and we know what it is when we see it. The majority of the world are not e-commerce builders. They don't build e-commerce stores. They know nothing about e-commerce. When they see this, it's going to trigger correlation bias. Remember when I said correlation or corresponding bias? What does that do? It affirms. It creates trust. Why does it create trust? Because I'm affirming the scarcity and the incentivization in the first place. So when it shows that somebody's buying something, it says, okay, well, it does. If people are constantly buying the products, then it makes sense that the products are going to be scarce. And then here it says 8 sold in the last 24 hours. That catches people's attention. Okay, so yeah, indeed, people are selling it. It piles on to more affirming properties. Now it says here 12 people are viewing this right now. 10 people, the number is changing, catches even more attention. Now what that does is, once again, it's consistently creating more affirmation or trust in the correlational bias, because what were the first two claims we made? The first two claims we made was of scarcity and incentivization. Now, what is incentivization? Incentivization just means that I'm motivating you to do something, and I'm giving you a reward for it. I'm incentivizing you. So, for example, if I have employees, and I say, guys, if we finish this job in the next 5 hours, I'm going to take you guys out to lunch. I'm motivating them. I'm giving them something, right? I'm incentivizing them to complete a task. In my case, my incentivization could be something as simple as a discount code. It could be something as offering a free product. It could be as something as buy two, get one free. Any kind of those things. Now, if you remember, in one of my early videos, I kind of explained how I set up my pricing, because I wanted to make sure I had ample margin that if I wanted to create a deal where it was like a buy two, get one free, or maybe even offer free shipping, I can do that. Well, it just so happens that with this Shopify theme, I'm allowed to offer free shipping through a add to cart motivator. So once again, these are different features that the Shopify theme all amalgamates together to increase my conversion rate, because I'm tapping into psychological triggers. Now, once again, if I was a celebrity, I wouldn't have to do all this. People already know, like, and trust me. I can just put out a product and it will make millions overnight. But in my case, I'm not. I'm not selling this to an audience. Nobody knows me from a can of paint, like I said. These are products that are simply, really, you could buy them anywhere. You could buy them at Walmart. You could buy them wherever. They're just posters, right? So let's go ahead and click add to cart. But before I do, actually, let me hit save and preview this on a website so you guys can see this live. So I'll go over here and I will hit view, and I'll click on the wolf poster product. So let's just say I go ahead and click on it and I click add to cart. Notice what happens here. It says spend 100 more to enjoy free shipping. Now I'm actually going to change this. If I want to give them free shipping after, let's say, a purchase of 2 or more, so if each poster costs $24, I would want them to spend $47 or more, right, to get free shipping. Let's go ahead and tackle that. So I would go over here, back to my theme, and I'm going to look for a setting where I can control my free shipping. So I'll go over here to settings, and I will look for the shipping motivator. So let's see here. We have a few options. We have general, I know promotional, pop-up, view cart. Let's go to cart. Here it is, cart. Okay, free shipping rates. Instead of 100, I'm going to write 47. And what I really want here, guys, is, once again, I want people to be able to add 2 products to their cart in order to get free shipping. Remember when I mentioned incentivization? This is another thing that might motivate someone to get that free shipping. Hey, do XYZ to get ABC. Does that make sense? So I'm going to go back here into my page, right? Let's go here and let's refresh this page, okay? Let's get rid of this. Let's hit refresh. And I have one product in the cart, and look what it says. Spend 47 to get free shipping. I already have 24. I'll go ahead and hit add to cart, and boom, congratulations, you got free shipping. And notice how it has an animation on it to catch somebody's attention. And right under it, it says products are limited. Check out within 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Now, once again, when it says products are limited, this falls in line with everything that's been previously said. The pop-ups, X amount sold in X amount of hours, X amount of people viewing the product right now, things like that. Now, believe it or not, the stats don't lie. When it comes to Shopify, okay, the average time somebody will spend on your store before making a purchase, if they make a purchase, is about 43 seconds. 43 seconds is very quick. Now, most people don't do that because most people don't purchase. If you look at conversion rates, right, and this is not something negative, what's the conversion rate for most stores on the internet today? It's about 2%, 2.5%. That means out of every 100 visitors, right, 2 to 3 times people are purchasing. That's it. Now, The people who spend more time on the web page, right? They're probably not going to purchase at that instant, which is why we set up something called retargeting ads. A retargeting ad is going to focus more on the incentivization part down the road because the scarcity didn't work on them. So instead of not only offering free shipping, then we offer something added to it to help them convert on their order. Now, some people might say, well, why didn't they convert the first time? The truth is that people don't convert all the time for many reasons. Maybe the person was out using their cell phone that day, looking through Facebook, saw your Facebook ad, clicked on it, and maybe they were just distracted. They were on their lunch break. They have to go back to work. Their phone died. Whatever the case may be, people run into situations where they can't purchase right away. That's fine. We retarget them for pennies on the dollar. We show them the ad again. We remind them of what they were once interested in, and they make the purchase. So here, we're not really playing games, but we're tapping into psychology to make a sale. And once again, none of this would be needed if I was a celebrity. If I was a celebrity in my niche, where people know, like, and trust me, and in this case, this is not my niche, I don't sell posters, I wouldn't have to do this. But because I am essentially new to the game and I don't have a following, I don't have anything, right? When I'm creating this Shopify store and I want to get my name out there to sell amazing posters that I know people would love, I have to now play these psychological games. It's just part of the business. And these psychological games, and really what you can call them is whatever you want, schemes, tactics, whatever you want to call them, some might view them as negative, some might view them as positive. I just view it as a way to be able to earn profit on an e-commerce store at a much higher level than the competitor. Now, once again, there are two components to make this work and work effectively. You have the ad side and you have the website side. If I have on my ad side where I promise people free shipping when they order 2 or more products, right? And they don't see this happen in real time, they're not going to check out. Because what does it break? It breaks correlational bias, okay? So when I came with the creators of this theme and we kind of talked about how this was supposed to be built, I kind of explained this kind of concept to them. And I said to them, when you build a Shopify theme, it has to correlate with human behavior, right? And the way human beings think. So you need certain animations. You need certain things that catch people's attention. As I'm speaking, making this video as I speak right now, my eye keeps going back and forth from the add to cart button to this little pop-up, just going back and forth, back and forth. There's this animation right here on the add to cart that has like this moving feature, and there's an animation right here. And once again, it's catching my attention. When I scroll through, right, scroll down, there's this little pop-up bar on the bottom that shows the product, shows the price, and shows an add to cart button. This is also another feature, so I can click add to cart. It's called a sticky add to cart. Now, once again, there are other themes that have these features. Like if we go over here to Debutify, I want to show you guys this theme that's pretty well known in Shopify world. This theme is called Debutify. This theme has pretty much every single feature that we have, right? On this Nismo theme, on my store theme, pretty much the same. The only difference is the pricing. The pricing here cost, and let's just go here to the theme. If I wanted to get all these features, I would have to pay anywhere from $59 a month billed annually. What about billed monthly here? I think it's $75 a month if you pay monthly. Yeah, here it is. Billed monthly. $79 a month, excuse me. $79 a month or $149 a month monthly, which is in between. It just depends how many stores I have, I believe. But yeah, if I have 1 license or 3 licenses. But I don't want to pay monthly for a theme. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because what's that going to do is that's going to pile up costs, unnecessary costs over time on my store. So if I was to, let's just say, have a Shopify store and I was paying monthly, right, for the Debutify theme at $79 every single month, that adds up to $948, okay? But I could easily just go to Nismo, apply the checkout, discount code, that's $245. So I'm paying 25% of the cost, right? For the same amount, pretty much the same amount of benefits. Not exactly. Obviously, the themes are built differently. There's different features, but you get the concept. You get the point. So When building a Shopify store, and this is kind of one of the important videos because we're getting here towards the end of this series, when building a Shopify store for your print-on-demand products, what you have to first realize, guys, is the products need to create interest, aka the products need to sell themselves, okay? A lot of people will say, well, what can I do to get more sales on my products? The products first have to generate the interest, which is the way that they look, very simply put. If the designs don't look good, nobody's going to buy them. Nobody really cares at the end of the day. And part of that, right, is not just only product, like the appeal, but also the targeting. So, for example, if I was selling posters on animals the same way I am here, it wouldn't make sense to go out and target people who don't buy posters of animals. Does that make sense? If people buy posters of cars and I target them and I try to sell them pictures of wolves and lions, it's just not going to convert. They don't care about what I have to offer. Does that make sense? So appeal, obviously, to each their own, but appeal has to be targeted properly and the quality has to look good. That's the first thing. The second thing is you have to offer scarcity and incentivization on both the ad and the website front. That's unnecessary. Thirdly, there has to be corresponding or correlational bias, meaning everything the person sees on the ad has to correlate with everything being seen on the homepage or on the site of the page. Not just the homepage, but the whole entire site. From sales to discounts to offers to claims like scarcity, for example, or X amount of people are on this site, or, if there are limited products available, whatever the case may be, these are things that are necessary, okay? The next thing is promotion, content. So if you look at my site here, obviously I have an image of a product, right? I have this image, but I also have a video, okay? Let me go ahead and turn up my music on my OBS here. Let me drag this way, okay? And hit play on this video. You could see it was playing on the small screen there. Let me go ahead and play it on the big screen so you guys can see it in full glory. Okay, so that's an example of the video. Here we have more pictures of the product. So like, for example, right here in a bedroom, okay? Here we have it next to a desk or on top of a desk. In an office type setting or a bedroom office or home office. Here we have some information about the product. So the height, the width, right? All these things create contextualization for the user. Where do most people put posters? They're either going to put them on the hallway, in a room like next to a desk, or in a bedroom. So these kind of photos help the customer imagine what it would look like at their place, at their home, right? That's the purpose of content. Not to mention, if you're going to go the organic route, if you're using Instagram, for example, which is very, very powerful, and I highly recommend it, you can put pictures like this and show customers there and make sales that way as well. So once again, guys, the building of the Shopify store involves the semantics, meaning like the step-by-step, build this, click this, create this, do this. Obviously, it has that, but then it has some finesse to it. From the ad creation to the website, marketing graphics, to everything in between, it has some skill, but it also has some tactile to it too as well. And when you build a store like this, for me personally, you have to have a Shopify store that matches your needs. And once again, you have to have understanding of your customer avatar. My customer doesn't know my business, doesn't know who I am, has no reason to trust me, and frankly, has no reason to buy from me. Therefore, I have to jump over those loops and really convince them and show them why I deserve to achieve the sale, why they should purchase from me, and more importantly, why they will have a professional and amazing experience purchasing from me. Does that make sense? Now, that's the true difference between print-on-demand sellers, is that you have one person who could be massively successful, another person selling the exact same product, and literally never clock in a single sale. Why is that? because it's not about the product. It's about the marketing and the contextualization behind the product. It's the ad, the components of the ad, the scarcity, the incentivization, the reason to purchase. Now, once again, advertising, at least traditional advertising in today's world, has allowed us, to already target people who are interested. We know for a fact, not by guessing, we know for a fact that the people we are going to target through ads are interested. It's our job now to convert on the people who are genuinely interested. And that's what the ads are for. That's what the copy is for. That's what these features of the Shopify theme are for. All of these things come together to produce an amazing Shopify store that will convert with time. And make no mistake, creating a Shopify store is not a passive business, at least not in the beginning, because you're going to have to do all the work necessary to get the job done. Whether you hire somebody or whether you're doing it yourself, it really doesn't matter. My point is you're going to have to do pretty much all of this, or somebody's going to have to do it. And, there's never been a better time to start now. So I left all the videos to the link in the description, the playlist, where you guys can go by, watch every single video, step by step by step, build a store just like this, start running some ads, get some business sales going, and more importantly, bring in some income. So I thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. If you have questions, leave them in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys soon, all right? Peace out. Bye.